Anyhow, Vic Unit 21779 and RD4.
It's up, original gangsters. Welcome back to OG's Danger Show. Hey, I'm out of town this week. I'm with Mrs. OG up in San Francisco, of all places. Dirty, poo-strewn, hobo-filled San Francisco, as you can see behind me. I'm sitting poolside at the hotel. I know, I got a rough life. And I wanted to touch base with you real quick here about something. You might have seen my little post put out yesterday about not a channel strike, I got a channel warning. The channel warning was for the manufacture or modification of firearms. Now, they specifically pointed out one video, the H&K M&P 22 that I made about 6 months ago, and they were nice enough to take my video down off the channel for me. They gave me a copy of that video that I could watch and then submit an appeal. But I wanted to tell you, in that video, as you well know, that little 22 that I bought legally through a gun store does not have a suppressor or a silencer on it. But according to YouTube, at one point in the video I showed removing that fake suppressor, which is just a barrel shroud, and showing you how pencil thin the little 22 caliber barrel was underneath. Well, they evidently flagged that. This is the only thing I can find in the whole video that would even be questionable. They flagged that as adding a suppressor to a weapon, which is considered building or manufacturing a firearm and violates their community standards. Beep, beep, beep. Anyway, they flagged the video, they took it down for me, they gave me a warning, and they said if anything like this happens again, I'll be put in YouTube jail for 1 week, not able to post anything, not able to upload a video. Oh no, I barely get around to it anyway. But I wanted to let you guys know that I have identified the problem. It's not really a problem, it's not even a violation. But I also wanted to appeal to you and let you know that, well, let me address something first. Everybody, when I put up that post, everybody said, go over to Utreon, go over to Rumble. I've got an account in both places. I don't think I have any videos up on Utreon, but I put that M&P video up on Rumble some time ago. And I'll continue putting up all my new videos up on Rumble. But let me tell you, this is something I learned from personal experience and from Jeff over at Tau Flamer House. Nobody watches Rumble. I'm sorry. You might be a subscriber to Rumble. You might subscribe to my channel. When I peeked in on my H&K MP22 video yesterday, I had 21 views. That's right, 21 views. Whereas the thing has, I don't know, 50 or 60,000 views over on YouTube. Also, YouTube happens to pay you for putting up a video if you allow ads on the video. A lot of people seem to think, let me dispel another rumor, people seem to think that YouTube will put up ads on my video and not pay me. Well, that's not true. When they demonetize a video, they take down all ads from the video. That's good for you as the viewer. You get to watch an ad-free video. It sucks for us content creators because we put up videos so that we can make a little side scratch. And one of these days when I'm able to leave the law enforcement field, I'd like to be able to make videos more full-time. So the fact that I'm taken down and demonetized, these videos are demonetized, kind of makes that tough. So putting a video up on Rumble does not solve the problem. Yes, it gets the content out there, but the content is not paid. So it's going to be a little difficult to make a living relying on Rumble that currently doesn't monetize anything on their platform. In addition to that, it's not all about making money. I'd be just fine. I am well taken care of by my current employer and will be in retirement. But think about this. If you went out there and spent hours and hours and hours, and let me tell you, with the kind of videos I make, by the time I'm out in the field filming, shooting, reloading, filming again, by the time I get back to the studio and sit down for 2 or 3 nights in a row after work, this is after work in a full day, I sit down for hours and hours and hours on end to get to bed super late, often spending, I don't know, probably 8, 10, 12 hours just to make a video. If nobody watched that video, if 21 people watched that video, well, that's not a good rate of return. That doesn't instill a lot of confidence and make one want to put that kind of time into making a video. So it's very unlikely that that's going to happen if I'm exclusively over on Rumble. So just wanted to explain that. Don't make any money over there. Nobody watches over there. So while it might be something to maybe rely on in the future, I am going to start advertising on my YouTube channel to go over to Rumble. However, just keep in mind that if you exclusively watch it on Rumble, we as the content creators don't make a single red cent. So I don't know. It's a mixed bag. I fully agree with you. I'd like to get away from YouTube. I'd like to pull completely off of that platform if possible, but nobody else pays, and it really is the 800-pound gorilla in the room. It's the only platform that you as gun content viewers watch, but imagine this. YouTube pushes my video around. Recently I saw them recommend this video to hundreds of thousands of people. I have a 4570 video that has 179,000 views. Well, that's far, far more than my subscribers. That's just not happening over on Rumble. I'm just sitting dead in the water over there. So I can advertise it as much as I want. I can send you guys over there to Rumble to watch it. I won't make any money off of it. And it's still just not going to be shown to a lot of prospective new subscribers. General people out there who just scan YouTube at night while they're eating dinner, driving in a car, picking their nose, whatever they do. They're just not going to stumble across it over on Rumble. So I just wanted to explain why it is that Rumble's not exactly the savior that you think it is, and why, I don't know. I'm going to back up my things on Rumble, but that really is all it is a backup over there, just so that the content's not lost forever and so that it can be seen. So, one of these things that possibly off in the future, I barely have enough time in my real life right now. After a full day of law enforcement, cleaning the house, grocery shopping, mowing the lawn, all the things that a normal guy has to do, I barely have time to sit down and film a video, edit a video. It takes a huge amount of time. Well, one of the things I'm not able to do as much as I'd like is to entertain my Patreon members. I very, very, very sincerely thank those of you who have joined me over on Patreon. I don't have very many Patreon donors. That's okay. I don't need to live off of Patreon. But let me tell you, if Patreon got big enough where I had enough donors, and remember, you can get into Patreon for just $1 a month, and I know these are tough times. God damn it, I think eggs are $50 an egg now. So if you can get into Patreon for even $1 a month, and again, I'm not putting out a poor me cry story. I'm doing just fine. I will never starve. That's right. But over on Patreon, if that was to be big enough, I wouldn't need to worry about YouTube and YouTube, whether or not they demonetized the video. I wouldn't be excited about them pulling my videos down, but I wouldn't need them for ad dollars later on in retirement when I'm done with law enforcement. So anyway, Patreon is over there. Yes, there are other platforms. I know Patreon hates guns, blah, blah, blah. But again, there are some other donation platforms. I'm also up on Subscribestar. I haven't figured out how yet to even collect money over there. But there are some smaller fish in the pond, and maybe one day we'll go over to those things too. But I'm just telling you right now that if Patreon got big enough to where I could support this channel exclusively off of Patreon, you'd see ad-free videos every single time. I wouldn't even activate advertising on my videos. I wouldn't need to worry about what YouTube thought. We could leave them out, because as I mentioned before, if I turn off monetization on my videos, YouTube doesn't put any ads on my videos. They don't get any money off of my videos. Of course, I don't either. So we can kind of stick it to YouTube a little bit. Sure, they're not going to be hurting anytime soon, but I could turn off monetization completely on my videos if I was able to build up my Patreon. And of course, that's my fault. I'm not able to put a lot of extra things over there. I don't juggle bananas or do outtakes. That's one of the things I'd like to do over there, is do some bloopers and outtakes. God knows there's about 98% of the content I film is bloopers, me screwing up on the range. I cut all that out so I look super cool and tactical on camera. But there's a lot of outtake material that I could put up on some videos. So anyway, just to let you know where we are. I appreciate you guys and your support no matter what. If you're on Patreon, thank you very much. Very few donors over there. Kick in a little extra income every month and make this a little extra easy to do. And if you're just a viewer on YouTube, I also thank you. You do not have to vote or you do not have to subscribe to anything over on Patreon. Just watching this video and giving it a thumbs up, copying it and sharing it with a buddy of yours is enough. So I thank you very much for your support. My channel, as I mentioned recently, my channel has grown crazy fast, far faster than it ever should have normally. So I want to thank you guys for that. I'm not bitching and moaning. I'm just laying it out for you what I am up against, along with every other gun video creator on YouTube. This is what we This is what we're up against. They are a private company. They are not violating the Second Amendment, the First Amendment, none of that stuff. They can shut down anything they want to. We all agree it's absolute bullshit. But they get to have what they want and not show what they want. So anyway, I thank you guys for watching. I'm going to get back to swimming some laps over here. All right, you guys stay safe out there. This is a crazy fucking city, I'll tell you that. I have never been so glad to be armed as walking around this city. And I'm probably the only one armed in this city, and it is not an environment where you ever want to use a firearm. They are so very against anything like that. But thank you guys very much for watching. Stay armed out there, whatever city you are in, if you are legally allowed to do so. And I will see you on another video very soon. OG out.